Alright, welcome to the playlist. I am flying a destroyer. As promised, I said I would go ahead and give one of the larger ships a shot. Let's not throw me immediately into the battle. Let's throttle up here and get a little distance. So much for that. Goodness. That's gonna be the tricky thing, I think, when it comes to this, because I have to try to get to a space that lets me get used to the ship before I get into combat. Goodness gravy. I wish when it lets you spawn, it wouldn't spawn you sometimes, like give you the option of spawning in a base or a place that's not currently occupied by the entire enemy fleet. That would be nice. Because I'm kind of screwed. You can't get away if you're not fast enough, and there's too many fighters. Yeah, with that. Hopefully I can warp away a little bit this time. I don't think I did a damn thing. Alright, well I managed to escape the entire enemy force being basically put around me from the start. Well, it cost me a ship to do it in the process. So the new aircraft carrier model is out, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to giving that a look. But I think that's the very, very tippy top of the capital ships, so I want to kind of get there last. You know, the cost of I think it's 300 to have one of these ships spawn. It's not too bad. I think a lot of these larger ships in Infinity, you really just kind of have to work the edges. And if you walk in there with, you know, like a bunch of fighters or whatnot coming up, you're pretty much going to get hammered on, because you're not going to have the ability to really track them very well, or to deal with the multiple targets, and, well, as I said, dodging impossibility. One of the things I'm noticing is when it comes to the feel is that I feel that these larger ships, since they're more about placement than precise control, that they would be better suited for mouse control, for quickly basically selecting the target by putting your cursor over it to have your turrets track. And for the first time, looking at classifications of ships, this one actually feels a little worse on the stick because of the target selection and also the ability to look around. And that's not, once again, that's not the ship's fault or anything like that. That's just, for this kind of vehicle, it feels like it would be better implemented with that zero order control. Or at least zero order target selection. Still quite a ways out. Looks like I'm about 50, 60 kilometers out from this battle. So when these large ships come into the atmospheric environment, they're going to take a lot longer to get to whatever's being attacked or being defended. Something to consider. Fighters in smaller craft will have to buy time until the larger ships can arrive. Now, as far as capital ships go, this is the weakest of them, and I look forward to seeing what the next ones up offer. I just hope that by the time I get there that there's still a battle at all. Oof. So it really feels like, as I'm playing these larger vehicles, starting from like the bomber on up, though the bomber isn't a particularly large vehicle, any of these slower vessels really require a good deal of support from teammates to make sure that the enemy is not just pounding away on them, which is good. I mean, you want to have some sense of balance. Uh-oh. Now, if I remember correctly, I think June is when they're going to be shooting for Alpha. And so we should start seeing a lot more players online. And Infinity feels like one of those games that you're definitely, if you have the ability to get into voice chat with people, to coordinate what you're trying to do, it's going to be a very, very interesting, and in many ways it could be a very deep team kind of competition event with different objectives, different goals, different ship types. Coordinating together should be a lot of fun. And well, for these larger ships, you're definitely going to want to coordinate with somebody. I see, like, if you're a solo player, you may want to stick to basically, I think, either the Corvette or the basic Interceptor as being probably your primary choices. Good ships by any regard, but they'll give you the flexibility you need to get around the battlefield quickly and assist wherever you want. They're kind of the get in and get out of action the quickest kind of gameplay concepts. You know, as I play this game, I'm thinking down the road I might snag a copy of this for LD and possibly my brother once it gets to that state. I think this would be fun to play together. I really do. Alright guys, well, we will catch you next week. I'll try out the next ship, give you my thoughts on that. I'm hoping this one's a little bit more middle of the battle kind of damage taker, damage dealer. Fly safe out there and have a good one.